treasure hunting, metal detecting, I love it. I love it. And I have to say that at the beginning of the video, so the alga can hear it and put it in the right place. So now you know why I'm saying that. So come with me on this treasure hunt with my metal detector on the road of treasure. I've just come back and I had a pocket full of goodies. Oh yes, now see how I found them. First find of the day, a button. Well, that looks like a flash of silver. Right there. Now let's see if I can get a good shot of getting it out. Well, shiny, looking a bit too, well, maybe not. I was going to say, look a bit too round to be old. And, yep, it's a ring pull. Oh yeah. First coin of the day, a little denier from 15 or 1600s. Second coin of the day, that is a double tournoir from the late 1500s and the 1600s. Probably won't be anything to be seen on it, but we like them. It's an incredibly beautiful day. It's so good to be out, and I'm stretching my bones, and their bones are then getting back to normal now. It's been, well, 6 months since COVID, and I'm most of the way back. But still got a fairly long way to go, I think. But at least I can get out in the field for 2 or 3 hours without clapping out. Well, I clap out actually, but not as much as before after about an hour. So, tiny little button. We like those actually. We like them quite a lot. Particularly that one looks like it might have a pattern on it. There's a musket ball. That's quite interesting. That's a little bit of copper, bronze, a little bit of bronze, and it looks like it might be the top of a ring, but it's very small. So we'll find out later. It might be a little ring, it might be a bit of an earring. Don't know, it might just be a bit of rubbish, but in the pocket it goes. Well, that's a bit of old bronze. This bit's starting to warm up around here. Rubbish, of course, but I'm going to put it in my pocket just in case it isn't there. That is a hobnail of some kind. Could be in a Roman boot. Seeing where we're detecting. I'm going to put that in my pocket and it's going to stab me in the leg. Third coin of the day. Another denier or double tournoir, I should think. Could be Roman, but I think it's a bit too thin for that. Well, that is a spindle whorl. That's a very deep denier. I thought I was onto something there, a little bit more, but don't mind, we like them. Well, might be the last find of the day. It's a bit, don't know what it is. I'm going to put it in the pocket though. That noise in the background is a farmer cutting his corn. Well, this is the first wintry day. It's beautiful, but actually it's cold, so I'm going to put my hat on. Unless to keep me warm. Oh yes. Great signal. It's very deep. Because I've dug around the hole because I thought, well, it can't be that deep, but it is, and it should be in this hole. It should be in that spoonful there. See, that's a lovely signal. 92. But I thought it would be out with that one. Well, it's also big, so maybe it's going to be a big copper coin. It's a little bit too high for that. Maybe. Could be. Yeah, I think that's, I just saw a bit of rubbish there. There we are. I think that's going to be it. Yep. It's a big bit of rubbish. Actually, it's a lower signal out the hole than in the hole. It's a bit of a aluminium container for something. Well, this is my excited face. It's not because it's gold or silver or anything like that. I know it isn't, but it's a very unusual thing. I don't know what it is, but it's unusual for sure, and it's round and it's fat. It's not Roman though. I'm sure it's not. It looks like a big Roman lump. What am I talking about? It looks like a big lead coin medallion thing. Plug, don't know. But it's down there. Very interesting. I'm going to get it. Could be anything. And you see, there it is. There it is. It's a big old thing. Oh, okay, hold on a minute. Well, what is that? Oh, it's a fall in the hole thing. Well, you know, look at that. There's no seal. I mean, it could be a seal. Could be a papal bulla. I have found a papal bulla around here. It's definitely a seal, but it's a big old seal. Would have been off a document, I would have thought. Anyway, in the pocket that one goes, and that's going to get a very, very, very careful clean. Very careful indeed. Now that really is going to be a thing, I think. Well, we know what this is, boys and girls, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, yes. It's the old spindle whorl. We must have found a few hundred of these in the last few years, which is amazing, really, when you think. I guess maybe they were loom weights as well, you know, because there seems to be lots of them. And thimbles, spindle whorls. The pins would have been iron, so they're gone. But that would have been part of a sewing kit, and I guess a lot of people would have been carrying it because fibres were so much weaker in those days. So buttons would be lost, as we see, and fastenings would be coming loose, and etc., etc. So they would sew them up on the spot. I guess that's what it is. They had a bit of lint, and they would just span it up and sewn it on, or sewn it, make sure it didn't fall off. Come up on the road of treasure. I mean, I thought I'd basically detected it out, but you never do really. And it's rained so much that the soil conditions are just perfect for detecting and finding stuff. And I've got this little, probably a coin, don't know what it is. Let's have a look closer up. There you go. Well, if I didn't know better, I'd say that was a... But you fancy yourself, you've got everything. And I'm right up where I found all the good stuff. I just found this huge signal. And another spindle whorl, so 2 spindle whorls today. Yay, first coin of the day. Last one too, because the sun's just about to go down. It gets harder as you get tired. And that's a nice coin. Can't see any details. It's looking like a double tournoir with some detail on it, but I won't rub it anymore because that's a decent patina. We like it. Well, that's a nice button. I think I might have got his brother somewhere. Anyway, really nice button. Yeah, I need to come back to this part by the pile of poo. Well, it looks like daylight in the rangefinder, but it's actually, the sun's gone down. So I'm going to go in now because I'll be walking in the dark in about 5 minutes, and it's getting cold. We're on the shiny shovel too. This is a lithium baby and goes really fast. And I don't like the way it goes really fast because it goes really fast really quickly. But anyway, it gets me from A to B, and that's what I need. So anyway, my shovel and the shiny shovel. Got to make the most of it. Running out of time. I'm going to be away from the country very soon for quite a long time. So see if I can find some treasure before I go. And there is Mr. Wild Boar. Mama boar. Anyway, I just spotted 2 great mushrooms. I better get to it before he does. Well, look at these 2 beauties. Oh yes. Wonderful. 2 sips. Perfect specimens. This is a first for me. It's probably not for any viewers that have detected for a long time, although I have. But I know Aquachica finds these, but this is not a Civil War bullet. This bullet is embedded in here. It's a pig slaying bullet. Have a look. So it's here. And that is a bullet for slaying swine. So obviously the pig, he got away. Let me take it out. And there you have the bullet that was embedded in that tree. Obviously it missed the pig. Now this is from a shotgun. It's a round cut, it comes out of a shotgun with a sabot. Anyway, the pig lived to fight another day, I should think. Now these babies, you see that green tinge? These babies will kill you stone dead. These are death caps. Amanita phalloides. And you can tell by that green, and it's coming out of an egg. Yep, and right behind it, a delicious mushroom, which I will eat, and it's wonderful, a wonderful set. Well, probably not a sep, but nonetheless edible. It's got that sponge, as I call it, and not gills, and that means it's a boletus, and we eat us the boletus. It's hot here in the jungle, I tell you, with all the wild flaming pigs. I just saw 2 big uns, and like 4 little uns. So I'm not going that way. No, don't want to come up upon them and give them a fright, because they could certainly give me one. Well, they ran off about 50 yards away from me, but nonetheless, imposing beasts. And I've got to find here, I thought it was going to be a bit of a, bullet, but I don't think it is. I think, well, you tell me what you think. I think that is a medallion. And that's going to be a christening medallion. I mean, these days you'd expect silver, but in those days, didn't have the money for that. So I think that's a copper medallion. Could be wrong. We'll see later. Just found this, which in this light, with my mole-like vision, looks pretty gold, but I can't believe that that's what it is. But anyway, I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like a bit of a bullet. In the pocket it goes. Maybe we'll find out what it is later. But anyway, there's a little bit of a warm patch around here, which I rather like. Well, this one got munched. Not much of that one left. Could pick it. Might pick it. Shouldn't I pick it now? Leave it for the fairies. Well, you have to get downwind from these little ones and creep up on them so they don't run off. Nice one. There's another one here because I saw it a minute ago. Now I've got to find it again. Oh yes, and there it is. Hiding. It's been munched. There you go. Munched. Coming away, I dropped my head. I dropped my sap head. It fell off. Anyway, I found it again. So here's my haul for today. Enough for a side dish for tonight's dinner. Look at that beauty. What a beauty. So I hope you enjoyed this treasure hunting and mushroom hunting video. And if you like my mushroom hunting, then go to my mushroom hunting channel, which is linked below. And vice versa, if you're on my mushroom hunting channel and you like treasure hunting, click on the link below and come and see me treasure hunting. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. That's really important for me. See you soon later. Bye-bye. Treasure hunting, metal detecting. I love it. I love it. And I have to say that at the beginning of the video so the alga can hear it and put it in the right place. So now you know why I'm saying that. Because I need your subscription. I need your likes. I need all that stuff. Otherwise nobody finds my stuff. Anyway, I'm going back to my Roman field. We're going to go high up on it this time and see if I can find a new patch. I know it's there. I know it's waiting for me. So I'm off to find it. And look who's come to say goodbye. Newton. Newton's come. Newton. Come on, Newton, off you come. I've got to go to a field of Roman treasure. Well, what do you know? I turned my back on my beautiful farmer for a week and he ploughs the Roman field and seeds it. I mean, not even without my permission. Anyway, so I want another field and I think I've got to find down here probably the normal double turn noir. But let's have a look and see what we've got. So it's under here. Oh, and I am standing in my shadow, aren't I? Oh, let's see if it's out. Nope. Let me turn around then. And film it like the pro. I'm not. It's in there. Nice soft ground, we like it. Well, that is soft. Oh, it's probably going to be a bit of rubbish, but let's have a look. That's it. There. And that's a badge. Oh, yes. Not many cowboys around here, so this ain't no sheriff's badge. Could have been a young, aspiring sheriff, I suppose. Un sheriff. And there's the pin. I think it's actually the pin there. So, first one of the day, a nice one. A badge. Got a nice coin here. It's been some time, but there's lots of mushrooms around here, but they're called white dapplings, which are not edible. Well, some people say they are, but if some people say they are, they're not. But anyway, I'm filled full of them. I can't eat any of them. Anyway, got a nice coin in here. Don't really know what it is. I think I know what it is, but I don't think it is it. You know how it goes. Let's have a look. So here it is. And you see, this could actually be silver. And in fact, I'm kind of almost sure that it is silver, but I don't recognise it at all. Don't recognise it. Well, I'm lacking it. Oh, it's got some, hold on, got some fleur-de-lis up there, so it is French. But I'm thinking that's some kind of small silver coin. I might be wrong, but I'm guessing that it is. Does it say Carlos? Or something like that. Don't know. Anyway, we'll find out later. I'm excited. Oh, yes, and I'm also, I've overdressed for the weather. A tiny, hard to find round ball. A bigger, not so hard to find round ball. Fired. Round balls. Not much else. Well, this is my excited face because I've been digging rubbish, and I think I might have got something that isn't rubbish. Could be rubbish, but it's looking suspiciously interesting underneath all the mud. Let's go and delve. And there it is. Don't rub the strange artifact. Now that's looking rather like a Celtic coin. No, it could be a shot musket ball or something. But I think that is going to be something else. We will find out later. Excited about that one. Oh boy, these seals can really get you going. That's a bag seal for a packet of poo from Peru. This is exciting. Oh yes. It's in my hand. It's covered in dust, dirt. I don't know what it is. Ooh, I'm hopeful though. You'll see what I mean when you see it. See, look at that. Now that's quite thick. That's very thick. Now, of course, when I push it, it'll be a ring and it'll be a washer or something. Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't wrong about that, was I? Oh dear. What a shame. So, don't know what that is. Just a humble washer. But I'm going to put it in the pocket anyway. I think that's a bronze pinhead, and that could well be Roman, because down there's meant to be a Roman town, village, you know, small hamlet. But you don't know. But I think that might be what that is. So I'm going to head down here, see if we actually get onto some proper Roman coins. You never know. Well, heading back to the car now. That's a nice seal of bird poo from Peru. Cornucopia, oh yes. Well, it was a nice little hunt. Quite a long time, I think about 3 hours, didn't seem like it. But my body says it was like 6 hours. So, very tired. But a couple of nice little finds there. Mapped out that field a bit better, so I know what's not there and where it isn't. And yes, got to stretch the old bones. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. See you again soon. Bye now. First find of the day, and jolly button. Well, here's an ancient and tiny buckle. Thin pickings, but that's a nice button. 1700s. In the pocket it goes. Well, I've gone a long way and got nothing but rubbish, but that is a Roman thingamajig. Brooch, I don't know what, badge, don't know, I think it might even have a pattern on it. That looks silver, but I don't think it is. But anyway, about time. I thought it was going to be a coin, but that's actually a button. Could be silver. But it's a nice thing anyway. Found it. That's the main thing. Spindle whirl. This is my excited face. My excited face. Look what I just got. Now that is a Roman ring. Now whether it have anything there or not, we'll find out later. Sometimes when you clean them up comes a pattern. I'm back on the road to treasure, and I'm with the one and only, I'm a total fan, Brad Martin from Green Mountain Detective. If you haven't heard of him, where have you been? And if you haven't heard of him, go and check his channel out, it's amazing. Well, here he is, right here.
Well, hey folks, thank you for the kind words, Chill Bill. I am so excited to be here. I haven't even turned my metal detector on yet, but already I'm buzzing.
Days 2.
Days 2, yellow shovel. Are we ready?
Let's go! And for my Russian viewers, Davai! So Brad has got a coin in about 90 seconds, and he can't believe his luck. It takes him 3 days to get a coin up there in Vermont, and he's gonna do his shootage right now.
All right, well, probably hasn't even been 30 seconds. This is my very first target. Not only my first target that I've dug, the first target I got whatsoever, and it appears to be a small copper coin the size of a US nickel. And I know I'm not going to be able to identify it. So luckily Chill Bill is here with me.
It's a denier, or double tournoir.
A dernier. Did I say that American enough?
No, that's fine, that means 1.
1.
And double tournoir means 2, and liard means 3.
There's stuff on it. I mean, we're going to be able to figure out what it is for sure. You want to look at it for me? I don't know what I'm looking at, so.
My mole like vision. Yeah, I think that's going to be a double tournoir, and that will be 1600s.
1600s?
1600s, yeah, even 1500s, but I think that's 1600s. It's mainly 1600s. 30 seconds, 1600s coin. That's
the first 30 seconds, a coin from the 1600s. Come on.
You'll be bored with that in about 10 minutes when you've got 20 of them.
I'm moving to France. Well, before we even get going anymore, I want to shake your hand.
Hey.
Say thank you
My
for
pleasure.
bringing me here. And
he's going to be bored of 16th century coins in about a day, because we're here for some time. We're going to go, we're going to find some good stuff.
Cannot wait. This is crazy.
Lots of copper, not much silver. Be a miracle to find gold. I'm back on the road to treasure, and I'm with the the one and only, I'm a total fan, Brad Martin from Green Mountain Detective. If you haven't heard of him, where have you been? And if you haven't heard of him, go and check his channel out. It's amazing. Well, here he is, right here.
Well, hey folks, thank you for the kind words, Chill Bill. I am so excited to be here. I haven't even turned my metal detector on yet, but already I'm buzzing.
Days 2.
Days 2, yellow shovel. Are we ready?
Let's go! And for my Russian viewers, Davai! So Brad has got a coin in about 90 seconds, and he can't believe his luck. It takes him 3 days to get a coin up there in Vermont, and he's gonna do his shootage right now.
All right, well, probably hasn't even been 30 seconds. This is my very first target. Not only my first target that I've dug, the first target I got whatsoever, and it appears to be a small copper coin the size of a US nickel. And I know I'm not going to be able to identify it. So luckily, Chill Bill is here with me.
It's a dernier, or double tournoir.
A dernier. Did I say that American enough?
No, that's fine, that means 1.
1.
And double tournoir means 2, and liard means 3.
There's stuff on it. I mean, we're going to be able to figure out what it is for sure. You want to look at it for me? I don't know what I'm looking at, so.
My mole like vision. Yeah, I think that's going to be a double tournoir, and that will be 1600s.
1600s?
1600s, yeah, even 1500s, but I think that's 1600s. It's mainly 1600s. 30 seconds, 1600s coin. That's
the first 30 seconds, a coin from the 1600s. Come on.
You'll be bored with that in about 10 minutes when you've got 20 of them.
I'm moving to France. Well, before we even get going anymore, I want to shake your hand.
Hey.
Say thank you
My
for
pleasure.
bringing me here. And
he's going to be bored of 16th century coins in about a day, because we're here for some time. We're going to go, we're going to find some good stuff.
Cannot wait. This is crazy.
Lots of copper, not much silver. Be a miracle to find gold. Brad is bringing me luck. I just got a nice 42, which is a terribly low signal, really. But you've got to dig it all. You have got to dig it all. And Brad just got himself a pistol ball, which would make his day in America. And so we're about 2.5 minutes in, but I've got a nice, I think it's a silver button. Have a look. So anyway, this is what I've just found. It's a lovely button. Now, I think it might be silver because it came out, well, just a moment ago like that. Pewter would probably be a bit darker. But anyway, we like that. That's a nice button. Look at that pattern. So Brad has got his first spindle whorl. Yay! It's down here. He doesn't know what spindle whorl is.
I have no idea what a spindle whorl is.
I'm amazed that your colonial geezers in Vermont didn't actually have them. Or you could say it's Celtic ring money, but it isn't.
All right, well, I just found something called... No, you found something called a spindle
We
whorl.
found it together.
Right.
I located the signal. You dug it up and lost
You
it.
gave me the honor of digging it up. It was stuck to my shovel. We spent a couple minutes looking for it. We got it uncovered. And it's called a spindle whorl. Tell me all about them.
We just found this, but I think this is a bit of slag because there was a blacksmith about 100 meters from here, 100 yards for you stateside people, and that is funny. It's a sort of, it's heavy, but it feels kind of porous, in like a bit of coke, but it's not. So I think that's a bit of slag from something. See here, that used to be a clay mine. It's now a little bit of a reservoir. So there's up to all sorts of stuff around here. Well, meanwhile, Brad has just found a weight. It's either a apothecary's rate or a coin weight from 1700s. And got really excited about this. Look at that. But it's a key.
You found a key?
I found a key. I found a key. But it's a modernish key, it's a Yale key. But anyway, right by the pile of poo. That's a bits of bronze. Could be off a coin. Don't know. That's why you've got to dig it all, because this was 44, and the little trash we've been getting has been 44, and it's been foil. But that ain't no foil. That is a bit of bronze off something. Well, this is unusual. Never found one of these before. Have a look. Now, if you're not mad on buttons, this won't mean anything to you, but to me, it means something. See, this is a button, but it's disintegrating. And I dug it up, and if I can manipulate this right, you'll see it's coming apart. So the top of the button is coming off the bottom of the button. There you are. And yes, That's what I think that is. A button. Now, it could be a locket, I suppose. No, it's a button. So it's coming apart, and it's now a 2-piece button. So that's a 2-piece button in 2 pieces. And I've never found one of them before. Anyway, I'm going to put that in the pocket because that's kind of interesting if you're interested in old buttons in the fields.
Best target of the day, we'd say. It was almost a 90 on the Deus 2s. And I popped it out, and it appears to be a thick brass coin. Wow.
Ooh, there you go. Look at that. Is that the emperor with a goatee?
Un décime
Oh.
franc.
Oh, that's a 10 centime, but that could, I can't see it from here with my mole light vision, but that's looking like a beautiful, beautiful 2-sol. But you'll find out when you turn it over.
Wow, look at that thing.
That's a revolutionary coin of the French Revolution.
French Revolution.
And that is Marianne. And you see the cap of liberty she's wearing.
I do.
And that's 1792. There'll be a date on there.
Oh, they're on the bottom there.
Well, maybe not. If you turn it over...
No, there's a date. There's a date.
Is there? Are you sure?
No.
If you turn it over...
No, there's no date there.
It will say year 1 or year 5. It said LAN and a number. At the bottom.
Yeah. No, I can't see it.
Must be there, must be. He's right, and what with my mole light vision, but it will say, and when we get out our bionic vision and look at it, it will say the year 4, because the French cancelled the calendar. They had none of this after Christ stuff going on. They said, right, we've had a revolution, you chopped the head off the king, and now it's year 1, and then it was year 2, and then it was year 3, and so on and so forth. They did that in Cambodia as well before they massacred everybody. Revolutions kind of do that. And this is year, I think actually I can read 5 or maybe a year 2. So this is 2 after 1792. So it's 1795. And it's in fab condition.
It's excellent.
It's fab condition. Wow, well done.
Man, incredible. I've never even seen this coin before. And
You wouldn't in America.
No.
You will find occasionally people do find French coins in America.
Yes, usually they're gold though. I haven't seen or heard about French coppers being found.
Bullion, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Double A.
That means it's Paris mint. I'm a numismaticist, you know.
And this would have been a penny, a cent?
Yeah, so, you know, I suppose these days, like a large cent. Oh, it's a large cent. It's exactly the same as a large cent. So it'd be $20, I suppose, in terms of how much money that would be worth.
Interesting. Incredible. Thank you again. It sounded great. There's got to be more, right?
Yeah. Now, over there, there's a spot where I found Dark Ages stuff and medieval stuff. And I always go there and hammer it, even if I don't find anything. I go over there and hammer it on the off chance I'll find something amazing. And every year I do find something amazing there, 1 or 2, 3 things. So this whole area here, I never get there because I'm still too busy trying to find my Dark Ages stuff. And I never get on here. And unlike this young, fit guy who can go for like whole days on end treasure hunting, 2-3 hours, particularly after the COVID, it does for me. So I go there, takes me an hour to wobble over there, 2 hours of trying to find Dark Ages stuff, exhaustion, 3 hours to walk back, and I never get to get this stuff. So hopefully we're going to find quite a few things more, which means that now I've said it, we're not going to find anything.
Jinxed us.
So Brad and I have got a fabulous coin down here. It could be a bottle top. But it's, oh, this is my excited face, this is my excited face. And he's about to do his shot down here, I'll show you. So look at all this technology, wow, you know. Look at that. And it is down there, and it's that round blob, and it's definitely not modern. So anyway, this is a widget off a, and it's not, it's a top of some kind, I think. A keyhole maybe even, or a door drawer, a scratching. But oh, that so looked like a blooming Cistercius in the mud.
It did. I don't know what a Cistercius is, but
a big Roman coin.
It looked old, and
that's what they look like when they come out of the ground, which is why I was going, oh, a silvery kind of metal. I mean, yes, let's make a thimble with a silvery kind of fleck on it. Yeah, that's big back then. It's a silver thimble. It's a silver thimble.
It could be a silver thimble.
Could be a silver thimble. It's silver and it's a thimble. That makes it a silver thimble. It's a colour of silver he's not familiar with. Silver's silver colour. There's only one silver colour, and that's silver colour.
It could potentially be a silver thimble that Chillbill has discovered.
We discovered it together. We're kind of doing it together, and when he finds his stuff, he digs it. And when I find stuff, I've got a broken knee at the moment, so digging is not hard my list of things to do. And you know, I know what I'm going to find in this field because I've been in this field a few times. I never found a silver thimble. I've never found a coin weight either. I never found such a fabulously beautiful, revolutionary 10 centimes either. So he's my lucky guy. And now he's found, with me, with a little bit of my help, a silver tailor's thimble. And he thought it was a shotgun cartridge. And it's a funny kind of silver.
Shotgun cartridge. I thought it was coal.
Say again?
I thought it was coal when I first saw it because it just was black and it had some pattern to it.
Now, what if you've never found a silver thimble? Because silver goes black in the ground sometimes.
Sometimes. Not in my experience, but I have limited experience with things of this age.
I've only ever found one of them before in 10 years. So with him, Lucky Brad, he's my dowsing rod, you see, because he goes where I don't go. Because I don't go here because there's a black dark age a bit down there, and I'm exhausted before I come up here, and so he's going up here because he knows no better and finding all the good stuff. You see, he's my Lucky Brad. Well, this is a nice little coin. We've been kind of treasure hunting together, Brad and I, but he's doing his B-roll, shooting his trees and bushes, and that is a coin. And it's kind of unusual, but I'm thinking it's just a denier that's been curled up at the end. Had a little bit of a bash, but it's got a really nice coloured patina on it. Pattern up. Oh, that looks rather Roman. It's too thin for Roman though. Yeah, that is unusual. That is definitely unusual. Don't look the coin. Didn't know about that one. Unusual, very, very unusual. It might be, of course, it might be silver. That's what I always say, and it never is. And I don't think it can be. On this side, it's green enough. But I don't recognise that middle part. But we'll find out later. We're having great fun here with Green Mountain detecting on the field of treasure, finding lots of marvellous stuff. And it's very interesting because when you treasure hunt, you tend to go around the same loops over and over and over and over again. And even though you don't realise it, you come back, you go, oh, I've just been here. I can see where I've just dug a hole. Because you kind of go where your brain tells you to go. And therefore you kind of miss half the field because you never go there. But with Brad, he's like a dowsing rod. He's making me go off my beaten path. And we find lots of stuff because of that. So that's really fun. We got this big lumpo lead. And yes, not what we thought it was, which we thought it was going to be a coin, but no, it's a lumpo.
It's very deep though.
It's Brad's first European lumpo.
It is. First lumpo.
So Brad has just got a really old, curious mystery item number 1.
Mystery item number 1.
And he's afraid that you won't believe he's found all this stuff because he only finds 3 pieces a year out there in the wilderness. And here he's got a box of stuff. So this is
the reverse.
Oh, that looks like it might be a brooch then, or something that fixed onto some leather. Are they not 2 pins potentially?
Could be. And then this side.
And that side, you see, that had a stone in it, and that's 1700s, 1600s, maybe even older than that. Could even be, you know what, Roman. But you know, that is definitely old. In fact, it's mine now. Yeah, you see, it's a little bit too sharp to be Roman. It's got little sharp surfaces, but that might just be the way that it's being dug out of the ground with a big spade. No, I don't know. Top of a toy car, you know, that's what it's normally going to turn out to be. But that looks like an affixing. I'll tell you something though. You see that across here? That's what Roman fibula material looks like from the back. And there's no reason why that couldn't be a piece of a Roman fibula with the top here and the neck down there. Because, you know, it's in the ground for 2,000 years. A plough goes by, snap. Plough goes by, snap. So it actually easily could be part of a Roman thing, because that says Roman to me.
It says Roman right on it? R-O-M-A-N?
It does. It does. If you take a lot of drugs, it does anyway. And yes, metaphorically, it says Amen. Look at that box of goodies there. Look at that. You see, he thinks he won't believe we found all that. And you know, you've got the Roman tweezers there. You've got the golden gnome ball there. Fill off a golden gnome. You're in a hurry. And you've got coin weight. You've got, this is fabulous condition. I've never found one that good. And that is just awesome. That is a 10 cent of the Revolution. I think it says year 2. So that'd be 1794. That is definitely a coin weight. I can see where it says what that coin weight represents, which is very light though. Yeah, that's a real haul.
A real haul. I can't thank you enough.
Stop doing that. Stop thanking me.
It's and the day's not even over yet.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
What is unbelievable is my legs haven't fallen off yet, and I've been in this field for hours and hours and hours. And you know, it's good to work with Brad because I find stuff and Brad will dig it up. That's brilliant. I like that. Happily. I like that. Happily, and we're doing it together. And because I wanted him, you know, you're in a new field with a new detector, even though it's a brilliant day as too. But you know, you never had these sort of finds. You never had this sort of soil. So he's kind of learning his way around, and what an education he's getting. Oh yeah, look at that stuff. Amazing. So Brad has found another spindle whorl, or Celtic ring money. Depends what you want to believe.
So about 3 hours ago, I had no idea what a spindle whorl was. But now I found a second one. I pulled it out and I said, spindle whorl. Actually, I said Celtic ring money.
You did. Maybe that one is.
Maybe. I don't know. As far as I know, it is. But yeah, now I know. They have to have these in America, right? At some point, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe
know.
they had another method. Maybe they had another technique to spin.
Maybe if I ever find one of these stateside, I will be the only American to be able to identify it.
Now, what they didn't have over there, much to my annoyance for my theory that it's a spindle whorl, is they didn't have Celts, did they?
That's true.
So they wouldn't have any Celtic ring money, would they? Oh no, it might be Celtic ring money. Well, if it is, I got buckets of them. Well, Brad's over there. And this is my excited face, It's a ring. Oh yeah, finger ring. Copper, but we love the ball. Nice copper finger ring, 1700s, maybe 1800s.
Well, I just found, I already forgot the name of it, Two Sol. It's a coin, and I didn't think it was a coin. I had it, and I was rubbing it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't know what this thing is.
Don't rub the coin!
Chill Bill came over here, and he goes, that is an exciting coin. So now I'm excited. A Two Sol, so you had said this is like a 20 denier.
Yes.
I'll show the camera here. It's made out of something you call bell metal.
Yeah, as in the metal you make bells out of, which is why it's called bell metal.
So that's like a high tin bronze.
Yes. And they made them also out of normal bronze, but they tried out in bell metal, and then they had some in normal bronze.
Very interesting. So this, you had said, was right before the French Revolution.
Yes, before, during, and after, because they still made coins after they cut his head off for a few months.
Interesting. So 1780, 1790s?
1790s. That will probably have on it the date, and it will be probably 1792, but it might be 1785 or something. But it might come out when we clean it up.
Oh, I see the bust now. I didn't see the bust until just this moment. There he is, facing left. I was looking at these kind of raised bumps here, which must just be like a corrosion.
They do corrode. The bell metal ones do get a little bit of bubble coming through on them sometimes.
Oh, there it is all now. 17. I can't see the final 2 digits on there. 17 something.
Let's have a look. I better see if I can do that.
It looks like 17.4, but that doesn't seem right.
1794. Oh yeah, look at that. Could be 85. Could be 59. Could be 79. You try your magic camera trick. That'll bring it up.
What, with my flashlight?
Phone kit. I always like it when you do that. That's one of the highlights in your stuff there.
Can't tell, but 17 something, which
before 92.
I'm excited about.
92 or before, because after 92 he wasn't around to make coins.
1790, and you said this is probably from a plow.
Yeah.
It got hit. Fantastic. Almost silver.
It would have been a fairly important loss for the person who dropped it. That would be like a $100 bill, I suppose.
$100 bill?
Yeah, I think for the person who had that. I mean, you know, if it's a farmer,
yeah,
that would maybe be a day's pay.
Wow.
But if you're a rich man on your horse, then that's just one of those things.
Incredible.
Maybe $20. It's hard to tell, but it was money. You know, it's the sort of money if you lost it today,
yeah,
you'd go, what? Oh no, no.
Well, I won't say thank you again, but know that I am grateful for being here.
I'm overjoyed to have you here.
Fantastic. What you got there?
I think I got myself a ring.
Incredible.
It's a copper one. And because we're right by some houses here that have been here for 1,000 years, but I think that's probably, well, lots of this stuff is 1700s, so it could be 1700s. I think it's probably a little bit later. It feels 1800s to me, but I don't know. It could be older. Could be older. It's a very, very simple ring, which farmers would have had, or farmer's wife would have had, and they were small people, of course, and they would have had small fingers. But you can see that already goes on there.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
Yep.
Nice work.
Happy with that. Got to remember to switch my camera on. Down here I've got a 69, which is probably a button, but let's see what it is. Now this is a home site, and we're going to concentrate here with Brad, Green Mountain Detector. I think that's right, Green Mountain Detecting. And he's just like, he's like Nugget and Aquachico. He's so macho and so butch. I take 20 minutes to dig half a hole. He comes in 1 minute, it's all out. But anyway, we can't all be Cousteau, as they say in France. But down here, Gilles Bill has got to find. Let's go get it.